Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Utah Utes, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Scanning the field, it's Dampier. Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, the offense is getting aggressive, and they're trying to take a shot on that play. Just an awesome job in coverage on the back end defensively.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 30. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Fires left. Makes a connection. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
In these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and I just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big 1st down.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this 1st drive.
They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
How about that 1st drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
Cincinnati, 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking to throw at Sorsby. Gets it out quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Motion from the wideout. They'll run play action. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's called well. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. He wants to throw it again. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Bearcats are on the move. Off play action on 1st down. He's going for it all. Makes the grab at the 10. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Bearcats are threatening on 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Here's a heat. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Pryor. Touchdown, Bearcats! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Looking for the tie with the extra point.
For the extra point.
And the point after is good. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Snags a quick pass on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
He's tackled at the 28-yard line. Second down coming up.
The Utes in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun to give, looking for room. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Utes are facing third and inches. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Unloads it left. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Got him downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Grabbed over the middle. It's Walker. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Heaves it on the run. Snags it inside the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
The Bearcats will have it 1st and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Royer. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll immediately call timeout. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to pass, it's Sorsby. Got his man quickly. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Bearcats will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
Get 6.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they closed it going up top for the final few inches in the score. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? He'll do it himself. Jukes his way for more. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Utes will kick it off to start the second half. And here's the return. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. He's got an open man. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
First down, Bearcats.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Just feeds the running back. And they pick up just 1. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to pass, it's Sorsby. Fires to the right. Finds his man. It's Caldwell. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The Bearcats have their offense in high gear. Takes the handoff. It's Walker. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
And the Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Walker. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They'll go with a quick touch pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. To the air. It's Sorsby. Snagged in the middle. It's Allen. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
At the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, Cincinnati.
We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Gets rid of it. Finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Quick completion on the out. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
A good start by this offense, something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
And the Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Hauls it in. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Utes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Pressure coming. That's caught. It's Davis. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Got his man. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to make magic with his feet. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Utes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown, and you've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer.
That makes the score Cincinnati 21, Utah.
Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. Reese, productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting 1st down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window.
Turning it on! Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. The quarterback takes a knee.